Yo, what's going on, guys? Alright, so today I'm going to be showing you a couple different ways to defend the A bomb site. Now, while we're doing this, we're going to have 3 players playing A site, 1 mid and 1 B. So to begin, we're going to have the mid player run to mid, and all 3 players that are playing A are going to go long to be ready for a long doors rush. The player that's going to be mid will be watching top mid. He will call out whether people are rushing cat or whether Xbox has been smoked, so that 1 or even 2 of the players from long can rotate back. Now, if you want to stop people from pushing catwalk before you get there, you run, jump, and throw the smoke, and it's going to land on catwalk. The next way to defend A site is to begin a little bit aggressive. So to do this, you're going to have 2 players jump on top of these boxes and on top of this dumpster and boost each other on the cat. Now, if you don't know how to do this, you have 1 player stand in the corner, crouch, and the other teammate's going to jump on his head and then jump up on this wall. Now when he's here, you can have the teammate in mid calling whether people are top mid or if they're rushing catwalk. So if they're rushing catwalk, this teammate won't bother peeking. He'll retreat, jump back down onto CT ramp. If there is no one rushing, he can come out here, get a quick cheeky peek, or even peek into lower tunnels. If you're the player that'll be playing on long, I can show you a smoke that'll smoke long doors and stop enemies from rushing. So to do this smoke, you're going to want to get up on top of the dumpster where you boost your teammates and aim in line with this right here up to the top of this right here, and you just throw the smoke. The smoke's going to bounce on the roof there and right down into long doors. If this smoke is perfect, enemies won't even push because there's no openings. If you're on A site trying to hold site, most people's first instinct is to hide behind these boxes and just peek short. That's a bad idea because people can throw pizza nades. These nades land right on site and will just fuck you up. The best way to play is from A ramp. You can move back along ramp and peek short. You can move to this side of the boxes. If you get your player model lined up right, you can look through a crack in these boxes to watch people trying to peek sight from short. If you're the player that's going to be playing along and watching from pit, the best way to peek long is just fast. If you peek fast and keep changing your position, this will make it harder for the enemies to catch you off guard. If these enemies begin to get close, you can throw this flashbang. This flash will land right over here. Another flash you can do as well is to throw one on top of this balcony. Even though there's a mat in the way, this flash will flash people coming out of long doors. Or even if you just want to bounce one off ramp, it'll be hard for them to turn away from this one because it would have happened so fast, they wouldn't have seen it coming. If you've got 2 players playing long and the player in pit doesn't want to be noticed yet, you can have the player that's playing on corner peek and fire a couple bullets to grab the attention of the enemies. Most of the time, if you have a player playing corner, these guys will just presume that there's no one in pit. The only player playing long is going to be on corner. But that's when you can peek out and gun them all down. If you're playing on CT ramp and you're defending long and you peek and you see more than one person, a flash that you can do is run forward, bounce it off this wall, and back out with it as it pops. This flash is going to come out right into the center of long and flash anybody that's looking down this way. If you have a player playing by car, another flash that this person can do is when you're standing in this corner, crouch and aim up. This flash is going to go right up in the air and pop in the center of long as well. If you have enemies pushing up long and you have teammates rotating from B, a boost that you can do is by crouching in this corner you can boost teammates on top of site easily without them having to run out and up a ramp. Another good way to watch short is also from cars, because you have a clear view of catwalk, and if you're good with your rifle, if your accuracy is on point, this is a good place for you to sit with an op. The only downside to sitting in the car area is when people throw this flashbang, it will catch you. It'll pop right up here, and unless you turn away, you're going to be blind. You better get to cover fast. If you have enemies pushing short and you have a teammate on A ramp, you can throw a flash over this wall right here. Most people won't see this coming because nobody ever uses it. It'll pop and flash anybody pushing out of short, anybody deep in ninja, or even people that might be on site already. If you're the player playing long, a flash that you can throw is a flash over here. While throwing this flash, you have a lot of cover, and this will pop right above long, and if there's an opper standing in door, he won't see it coming. While you're defending both A and short, good things to use are Molotovs. Even though you might have a smoke up, enemies will still push through smokes to get to site. Although a Molotov, it takes HP from them, they will be less likely to do that. If you're throwing a nade onto short, you want to bounce it off this curved surface so that it goes deeper into short rather than just close. This curved surface will be very useful for a teammate that's playing on CT ramp. Thanks for checking out my video, guys. If you've enjoyed it or it helped you in any way possible, I'd appreciate a like and maybe you subscribing. Thank you and goodbye.